there, and welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. Today we're in a Awa Brix house. Ah? Ah? You get it. Anyway, welcome back. Today we are here trying Brix Soda Company's Jamaican Ginger Beer. Um, and first things first, shout out to Chief Procurement Officer Porter for bringing this over to my house a couple weeks ago. So I'm super stoked about it. But if you're not from the state of Michigan, you probably have never heard of Brix Soda Company. And I'm not saying that to be hipster, I'm just saying it because it doesn't look like they have a very large footprint. Mitten print? I don't know. Anyway, uh, so I had seen these in stores, usually places like Whole Foods, or there's a place in Lansing, it's called Horrocks. Essentially, how do I put this? It's usually in places where there are fancy vegetables that I've never heard of that are that somebody has grown and wants me to buy. So, looking at you, aubergines. I know that's an eggplant, but anyway, but and there's nothing wrong with that. There are a lot of good sodas out there that are in those sorts of shops. But it does very much fit with the vibe that Brick Soda Company is going for. You see, this soda company was founded in Grand Rapids around 2015 by a group of friends. Like, I did look online, couldn't find said group of friends. Um, but the website itself just says a group of friends who paired, and then they paired it with a Michigan soda jerk. I mean, I'm a soda jerk, but I'm pretty much not the soda jerk they're referring to. Um, but paired up because they were hoping to create sodas with more natural ingredients. Stop me if you've heard this one because this is a lot of these sodas that we're trying now that have come out in the 2010s. Everybody's out here. You remember how we kind of talk about how a lot of these old timey sodas from like the 1880s to the 1920s are like, this tastes so good. I have to lie and say it's good for my health. Well, now in the 2010s, 100 years later, they are trying to make that a reality with actual healthy soda. Um, just stop. Just let garbage be garbage because it's delicious. But I digress. Anyway, but this group of friends creates this soda and they create a lot of syrups, right? They create a lot, like I believe at launch there were like 12 different syrups, one of which was the Jamaican Ginger Beer. Um, and folks began trying it and it was so good that folks started asking them, hey, can you bottle this? This would be super great. So eventually, and I say eventually, like the next year they pair up with BBC Distributing, which was a local company and had been in the game for like 40 plus years. And so they pair up and they start distributing all over the state. But like not in mass quantities. This is a craft soda, kind of like, craft beer. So you kind of just again find this brand in those pockets, in those places that really want to focus on the idea of natural ingredients uh, and health food and things like that. Uh, so if you haven't seen it, I guess I'm telling you that your diet is garbage, and maybe you should try something crunchy sometime that isn't a potato chip. That's right, I shamed you. But um, the other cool thing about it, and I'm going to show you the label in a second, is also that while they made sodas for drinking, they also made sodas for mixing. And when we tried the ginger soda that we actually got from like the Bahamas, we talked a little bit about this then. Like I believe, what is it? A dark and stormy is made with ginger beer. So like they're not wrong by picking one of these flavors and picking this flavor as something that they wanted to create for both a drink and a mixer. With that, I'm going to show you the label a little bit. If you wondered where the name Brix came from, that's right. We're going to talk a little bit about nerdery for a second. So if you look at the label, which, it is what it is, it's very distinct. And like, if I saw this, oh, well, why am I covering my face? I have seen this and I recognize the label. It. I like the black as the base with the white. I think it's very, I like it. It's very simple. It doesn't take away from the bottle, and it really just kind of evokes this idea of, you know what? We're not all frills here. Just try the soda, okay? But what I want to show you is at the bottom, which I'm really blurry. It says Brix, the percentage of sugar in a liquid. Uh, that's right. These guys named their soda after a science unit for sucrose in water. Because why go slightly nerdy when you can go full nerd? But I do like that too. And it says on here, it says, inspired by the best parish on the island, Pell River, Hanover, Jamaica, we bring you Brix Jamaican Ginger Beer. Big up yourself. You found the taste of the islands. There's islands in Michigan, but like they're like Beaver Island and Mackinac. So, um, okay, get on with your bad self. Um, we created Brix Soda just for you. And then on the side, it also says, drink us, love us. Um, I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment, Brix, but you know what? I'll give you a shot. Swipe right. Um, but anyway, so yes, so Brix in its own right. So you learned a little bit more today. So Brix is 1 gram of sucrose in per 100-gram water solution. So guess what, guys? It's also pure cane sugar. So I suspect, well, I say I suspect, but we're about to try it and find out. We'll see if you get that same sugar soda, cane sugar flavor that we get when we get a lot of those things from Rocket Fizz. So with that, up we go. Oh, is it a... Okay, hold on. Ooh. Yep, it was not a twist top. Vindicated. All right, let's see. Ooh, I could smell the ginger from there. That pleases me to no end. I love a soda that says we have something in this bottle, and by God, you're gonna smell it. Um, yeah, that's very gingery. I don't even need to pour that in the glass. And with this, bottoms up. My throat is burning. Oh my God. That's good. That's good. It's not too sweet. There is sweetness underneath it. It's not too sweet. But I will tell you, that smell was a warning. That smell was a warning, and I ignored it for you because now my throat is like, would you like ginger on top of ginger? Does your throat want to hurt? Uh, because now it does. This is spicy in the best way. I am delighted by this. I love this a whole lot. Um, but to dig in a little bit, so the reason why, I mean, I usually touch on this at the beginning, but the reason why I didn't talk about ginger beer so much is because we had already discussed it previously. But yes, this has the potential to both be a really nice drink. Um, I don't know. I mean, I like spice any old time. As Mr. Weird knows, I often tell him that food hurting me is the only way I know I'm alive. Just kidding, but not about the spicy food. This is very good. It is low key sweet, but it's not overwhelmingly so. I can see where you could pair it off with just drinking by itself or in a mixer. I think the ginger is enough that it would cut through a lot of different sort of sweetness, which I think is really nice that they've put this with the sweetness of the soda. Um, because I think the flavor really does a good job of getting past like some of the muddled sweetness. I will say there is obviously a difference in a craft soda that uses pure cane sugar versus a mass producer who uses pure cane sugar. Because while you do get that sweetness that I kind of talk about whenever we try Lester's or some of the other Rocket Fizz mass produced sodas. You do get that sweetness, but for lack of a better word, it tastes cleaner, right? The sweetness is refined, I guess, if you will. It doesn't just feel like that somebody shoved a bunch of sugar into a thing and decided that that was enough. It is very clear. Um, and so because of that, it plays well with the other flavors. I would highly recommend this. Go go to the store, find it next to the broccoli, and get the soda. If you want the broccoli too, I'm not going to judge you. I do love eating trees, those little trees, and pretending I'm a giant. So, like, no judgment here. But truly, go get this. It is worth the price. And, yeah, like, kudos. I will probably pick up another one of these at some point. Or I would try some of their other flavors. They have old school flavors too, like diet soda and soda. But they have other things like pomegranate lemonade. So I'm a little intrigued now. I might go get more. So with that, hey, we're back to our normal, regularly scheduled programming. No more guest star July, though. As always, if you do have a soda you'd like me to try with you, uh, hit me up. Next week, we are going to try. I believe it's called Bear and Beaver Blue Cream Soda. Um, That's another actually soda gift from friends of the channel, Liz and John. So I'll be trying that next week to see what that's like. I was at least intrigued by the can, if nothing else. Until next time, drink weird and find soda at the salad bar? I don't know. That wasn't very good. Look, I'm rusty. Let me have this. See you next time.